Hey, it's Scotch Test Dummies. I'm Scott.
Bart here.
Castle and Key, the third one. This is the rye.
Third one.
It's called Restoration.
Third. Restoration Rye. No. We're going to test it. Rye style.
Castle and Key, new to our area. We picked up we did the bourbon and then the wheated bourbon. Both good. We really liked the wheated bourbon.
Yes.
This one was in the liquor store. I didn't pick it. I picked up those two, and then I went back. I was like, might as well. We like those. Let's do the Restoration.
Heavy lids.
I like
synthetic.
the toppers.
Yes.
Yeah, the synthetic rubber. Look at the ABV on that.
Oh, Lordy.
53%. That's a good one.
Woo,
That's a good
53. I had to drop the glasses to get her in there. Now, with rye. I love rye. Rye is where I warmed up to American whiskey first. Is it going to have that dill kind of aftertaste? And is it going to have the peppery punch to it? How old is this?
3 years old.
Ooh, okay.
Batch number 3. So,
let's see.
yeah.
Ooh, I got a little bit of dill on the nose. So I did pick up, and I like the dill.
Oh, yeah.
Got the dill coming through.
Peppery. This one smells. This one smells like a young rye. You remember that old pepper?
Yeah.
Or James Pepper, cask strength rye. I want to say it was.
Yeah. What about the 1775?
So it was James Pepper 1776
Yeah,
cask strength rye.
That's my ear.
That one was young and fiery.
It was poppy.
That's kind of
peppy.
what I feel like on the nose here.
I agree.
Now, generally, I like my ryes aged a little bit longer and those rye notes toned down. Let's see what we get.
Ooh. That's sparky up front. Settles down real quick. What is that? Buttered popcorn. Wow, I didn't think it'd settle down that fast. I thought it was going to stay up there.
Ooh.
Man, they're killing it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's really a smooth sweetness hit me right up front as soon as it got on the palate.
So I get a little bit of a dill pop.
Orange cream. I don't think I get as much like peppery, spicy kick as I was expecting. Your buttered popcorn or caramel
All
popcorn even. Yeah. I had something else, another note I was going to say too.
Because it's almost like
orange cream.
Buttery kettle corn in the finish, which I like. That first taste pop.
Almost more citrusy, orange peel,
Yeah,
maybe
right.
even some lime, a little bit of key lime pie, maybe. The caramel popcorn, maybe a little butterscotch as well.
See what water does.
Yeah.
That is interesting because it's not just the dill, although I get a hint of the dill. It is those orange or those citrus notes in there at the same time. You want to drop?
Drop it.
Drop it.
Drop it
Do
like
another one. Yeah.
Drop it like a prom dress.
Ooh, watch out. You're making dads nervous all over the interwebs. Yeah, I'll say it. Better? Really? Haven't gone in yet. I'll let you say something.
That brought out the pepper. That brought out the spice. I mean, right up front. It felt like maybe it was there before. No,
there's a little more there.
Yeah.
Wow. And it's not as smooth somehow.
Yeah.
I don't like this with the water as much.
Yeah. It turned it spicier.
It did.
A little bit more astringent.
I don't know if I've ever had that happen. It got rid of those lime and slight touches of orange and citrus, and it peppered it up.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I think I liked it neat.
I did.
It was very nice.
I don't know if I've ever had that happen. I'm trying to see, okay, there comes in the kettle corn at the finish, but not as quick as before. I like this better without the water for sure.
I like the Castle and Key too. Also, the other ones we noticed it has released in 2022 on the bottle there, little tab. But that's why when it's sitting on your shelf 10 years later, you go and look and you're like, when was that one? Oh yeah, 2022. It's right there.
Yeah, I don't like this with the water hardly at all. It cut out all the nuance there. Gives it a higher alcohol push on the front, more peppery. Almost a little bit of burnt caramel. And then right as it trails in, I pick up just a touch of that kettle corn, but it's way more settled out. That's weird. I've never had it do something like that. Worth trying once. Yeah.
Let's go back. Yeah, we got that one with water.
I almost don't.
It is interesting.
Yeah, that is like a whole different drink.
By the way, we do this so you don't have to.
That's right.
We don't
now
encourage.
You don't have to put
we don't encourage anybody to go back and forth, try different ways. Just let us do that.
Yes.
For you.
Just do what we say when we say it. We'll do all the danger. We'll do the danger tasting.
Yeah. That's odd. It is. I mean, the water really wrecked it. It's much sweeter, almost richer.
Yes. Again.
Not so much of the peppery, spicy astringency.
It's sweeter. It's more subtle. I don't think I've ever had anything go neat being more
that drastic.
And, and then I've got to. I don't even want to. I want more of that.
The neat. Let's see.
I mean, it's all.
Ooh.
It's just stronger up front. That is so weird.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's happened in 10 years to me where I've had a whiskey feathered out before where you don't get the nuances, but I don't know if I've ever felt like it's increased the pepper punch or the proof. I feel like it's even proofed it up, which it isn't.
Yeah.
That's the one, right? This is the better one.
I'm going to try. You got the neat one. I want to try another little sip of that because.
That is wild. It's nuanced on the forefront. And this is like a bludgeon. This is more what I kind of usually, to be fair, with the water, it's closer to what I expect from rye. A lot more punch in your face. Without the water, way more nuanced with those citrus flavors and surprising. And a good 3 transition. Wow. That will be going into my dump bottle right there. We'll just see what happens with that. That is good. So, score. I'm just focusing. I'm reading it. I got the telepathic message.
The telemetry.
The telemetry of the triangle.
I know.
God, I hate it. I'm going to go 88 again. I really like the subtleties here. I didn't like the shift, but I'm going to just focus on this. That's an 88 there as well. It's very unique and different. Still very much rye.
Yeah.
You're not going to mistake that it's a rye, but it's got these little subtle things going on that are just...
I'm at 87, 1 under you, which happens sometimes. Most of the time I'm 2 above you.
Yeah, not usually.
It's a young rye. Very impressive, though. I like it, and just like the others, kind of exceeded expectations. I would like to see that one older, though. 3 years is pretty young. Let's see that at
down a little bit.
5 or 6. Let's see that at 5 or 6. But
they're doing great stuff.
$45.
Once again, they've kind of added a little something to the weird freaky side. Never seen water peppered up. Just pepper a little bit of it. do we want to talk about Patreon?
I threw out the price. I was waiting. Did you hear? $45.
So that was such a good number. It drifted right on by.
Yeah.
Good, yeah. I didn't even get it. 45 is good. It is young though. That's very young. That should be $45.
I think the label makes up for it. I like the label.
You think the marketing?
Look, and there's these hands
Yeah,
like
this is
reaching,
real
holding
heavy.
the letters.
That's real heavy.
Um,
Holding the letters, it is. The A's off a little bit.
I would. The weeded Castle and Key blew us both away.
It did.
Really impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 5 years, if I remember right, and then the Kentucky Bourbon Whiskey was 4. This one's 3. Still good, still impressive.
Well, and again, I can't say it's still way recognizable as a rye.
Yep.
With subtle touches.
We got a $1 Patreon supporter shout out,
Well, again,
a little shout out.
If you go to Patreon, you can support for $1, $2, or $3. If you support at $1, we'll say your name in a kind of gentle, congeal kind of way. And our supporter today is
Peggy.
Just Peggy.
Peggy.
Everybody knows her as Peg.
Yep.
Peg or Peggy. Peggy.
Yeah.
The last name
The
needed.
artist formerly known as Peggy.
Peggy. Yep. Cousin of Prince.
Thanks, Peggy.
Thank you.
Go to patreon.com.
Yes.
You can look us up on there, Scotch Test Dummies. You can help support the
You
show.
can get a hat like
you can go to
this.
scotchtestdummies.com. You can buy coins and glasses and
Hats,
shirts, hats, all kinds of stuff.
Droppers.
Help support the show. It keeps the lights on, keeps the whiskey coming.
Ooh, Scotch It, you Scotch gods.
Cilantro.
Dummies.